Even though the majority of legislators have already left Washington, D.C. in preparation for the long weekend, the House Select Committee looking into the January 6, 2021 Capitol riot released a new batch of witness deposition transcripts on Friday evening. One day after the 9-member panel's final report on the deadly Capitol riot and former President Donald Trump's involvement in it was released, the documents were released. The testimony of several well-known witnesses, including Ivanka Trump, former Attorney General Bill Barr, and former Secretary of State Mike Pompeo, was included in the document released on Friday. Ivanka Trump's testimony went into detail about the efforts she and her father made to denounce the violence on the day of the riot. Their testimony states that many times she was acting at the request of other White House staff members, or, in one instance, Senator Susan Collins, who called the first daughter to urge her father to take additional action. After publishing several transcripts earlier in the week, the committee released the testimony of a total of 46 witnesses on Friday. The testimony of former White House counsel Pat Cipollone, Trump supporter Sidney Powell, and White House Press Secretary Kayleigh McEnany was also made public on Friday. Just before the 117th Congress adjourns, the complete report is released. However, given the close proximity of the holiday weekend, the timing of the document dumps has resulted in little excitement. The panel referred Trump to the Justice Department on 4 criminal charges, including obstruction and inciting an uprising, at its final public hearing on Monday. 4 days later, on Friday, the panel published its findings. The panel will continue to publish non-sensitive witness interviews through the end of the year before dissolving in advance of the inauguration of the new Congress, according to Rep. Benny Thompson, the panel's chairman, who made that announcement earlier this week. Pompeo disagreed with the notion of using a cabinet meeting after January 6 to put pressure on Trump to resign. Former Secretary of State Mike Pompeo informed the committee on January 6 that he disagreed with Labor Secretary Eugene Scalia's suggestion to gather the cabinet for a meeting to censure President Donald Trump. According to a transcript of his deposition that was made available Friday night, Pompeo testified to the panel, saying, "I remember thinking it would not be productive, maybe this is a fine line. Can you imagine how the conversation will go?" Pompeo allegedly said to Scalia in jest, according to an unnamed committee lawyer. As it was highly unlikely that Trump would resign, Pompeo told the panel that all he could remember was that he opposed the idea. Scalia also informed the committee that Pompeo had warned against the meeting, saying it might backfire and inflame Trump even more. According to Pompeo's testimony, such a statement was inconsistent with his memory.